Interroge le frère, d'accord.
What did Brother Thorlo have to say?
Alors, voyons voir, faisons un peu le tour de ton endroit. Putain, c'est que des trucs à voler ici. Putain, il y avait un petit sperme sur le lit. Je l'ai vu. Ben c'est que vous... Waouh, ça c'est beau ça. Oh, ça c'est beau. J'aime. Ah, j'aime beaucoup votre petite maison là. Puis alors une copie de la liste des têtes mises à prix.
Sure thing. We make the bounty information public to everyone. Here's a copy of the ledger.
Ok.
It looks like you already have one. I'm sorry, but we don't know you well enough to allow that. With how many bandits and thugs are there right now, we have to be careful.
Ouais, je comprends.
Don't take it personally. Get to know everyone here and help around town. If you show that you have good intentions, we can talk. I manage a lot of the land and policies under Ragnar. I make sure the guards are paid, the taxes are collected, and that the people are happy. Though recently I have also been helping many people through the hard economic times. If they can't pay taxes or are at risk of going out of business, I work with them. I help keep Svea's shop, Helena's market stall, and even the Reynolders' farm running. Though I haven't heard from the Reynolders in a long time, I hope they're alright. The Spriggan are normally peaceful creatures. Unfortunately, lately one of them has been overprotective and attacking nearby adventurers. Agnar has put out a bounty to stop the attacks. See this decree for full details.
Ok.
My records say that Wolf still runs his bone to Downster. You could ask him if he'd be willing to take you.
Commencez, retour à la maison.
Annika and Lena Reynolder run a farm just northwest of Borvold. They do most of their trade there, but from time to time they stop by to say hello and trade with the townsfolk here in Amber Creek. Many people here are their friends. However, they haven't stopped by in a long time, and I'm starting to wonder if something has happened to them. I wouldn't be surprised with all this bandit activity lately. I don't mean to order you around, but could you please stop by their farm the next time you're in that area? I just want someone to check in on them and make sure they're right. I'd owe you if you did so.
Commencez, les profondeurs oubliées. Cool.
Safe travels.
Cool. Toi comme Jarl, t'es vraiment stylé. Et ton gamin, est-ce que je le dérangerais pas en train de se taper de petites... Ah, on y va. Continuons. Donc on va faire un peu le tour, on va parler un peu à tout le monde. Parler un petit peu à tout le monde dans ce village. C'est vraiment trop cool. Oh, ils font peur. Non, vous faites trop peur les mecs. Ils font beaucoup trop peur. Bonjour, je suis nouveau dans le coin.
Good morning. Yes, it is. And Kalevi helps me run it, of course. We grow vegetables and occasionally have some livestock, but we mainly focus on poultry. If I may say, they are the finest chickens in Falskaar. When they aren't randomly being slaughtered by vicious beasts in the dead of night, that is. Yes, but I don't know what. Every once in a while when I come outside in the morning, some of them are dead. More and more often recently. I looked into it for a while, even stayed up all night to keep watch, but I never saw anything. Neither did the guards when they kept an eye out. Whatever it is, it almost seems to know when we are watching the animals. I tell you what, if you want to wait outside during the night to see if you can catch it, I wouldn't object. Just try to do it in a timely manner. The loss of my poultry is costing me money, and I'd rather this was handled sooner than later. If you feel up to it, hide outside in the bushes around midnight and wait for the beast to strike. Then, do not kill it. Follow it to its lair. I have no doubt that there will be more of whatever is attacking my chickens there. Once you find its lair, kill it and its kin. I'll pay you for your efforts. More so even if you can stop this soon.
Commencez. Pas vu, pas pris.
I think the only spare horse we have in town is Gabriel's. He doesn't use it anymore, so he may sell it to you.
Qu'est-ce que vous avez à vendre? Non.
You'd want to speak to Wolf down at the docks about that. He runs the only ship that still goes to Skyrim. I'm sure I have just what you're looking for.
Est-ce que j'ai des trucs à te vendre? Allez, à bientôt. Mais tu fais quoi, Serana?
Oh, hello.
C'est quoi cette voix?
Might I ask a personal favor of you? It's rather personal, but you saved Machias, so I know I can trust you.
Bien sûr, qu'y a-t-il?
Well, I recently obtained some information about where I was born. You see, I don't think that Canary is my real father. We are both Bosmer, but I think I was born in another village and brought here when it was burned down. Please, go to Pinevale. Try to find some evidence that I was born there. Just don't bring this up with Canary. It would just crush him if he knew I was looking into this. I still care for him very much as my father. I just have to know. I know it's a simple request, but it's very important and would mean a lot to me if you could help.
Commencez, lien du sang.
Well, for starters, when I ask anyone about my mom, they avoid answering or change the subject. I figure that if my mom died when I was young, they would at least ramble on fondly about her, or something. Recently, I found a book that talked about the attack on Pinevale. It said that the merchant that found the town in ruins was given an infant. He took that infant here, to Amber Creek. I think I was that child. The dates line up more or less, and it would explain a lot. I just want to know. I'm not really sure. He's lied to me about this all my life. But he's also done so much for me. I'll confront him and finally get the truth. Then, I just don't know.
Ok.
Talk to you later.
Y'a pas de soucis. En plus, tu m'as l'air d'une bonne personne, toi. On va peut-être d'abord commencer par la petite quête là qui nous a donné là de surveiller ces petits poulets. Alors attendez. Ça on ira un peu plus tard. Là où il y a quelqu'un. La musique est super belle. Hein.
Yeah. It was founded when the Morvalders left Borval a few years after its construction. Olaf wanted something more peaceful. I guess he wasn't the kind of man who wanted to be king. He just happened to be brave and courageous. My family built the mill and helped Olaf build the town. I know every building here like the back of my hand, and I keep them all in good condition. Yes, I recently found something that's been troubling me. I was out logging and I found a note from Jan, a childhood friend of mine. It said that the bandits at Stone Ridge Watch were planning to attack Amber Creek. I've been looking for someone to investigate. If you're interested, please let me know. I'll pay you. Great. Please, go to Stone Ridge Watch along the top of the cliffs, far to the southeast. See if you can find the bandits that plan on attacking. Oh, and if Yanolv is somehow alive, please bring him back here. I'd very much like to speak with him and see him again.
J'ai quelques questions.
Sure, what can I tell you?
Qu'est-il arrivé à Yodnulv?
Several years ago, he was taken. Kidnapped. Bandits wanted to hold him for ransom, as his father was a wealthy man. However, before news could even reach his father back in Skyrim, the man died from old age. The bandits gave up on the ransom. We all assumed that Jarl was dead. If he's alive, I want him brought back safely. Please, try to do this, along with stopping the attack, of course. Maybe if he's at the watch, he can help you. Can I tell you anything else? I was selecting lumber, just out of town, when I found the note from Jarl. He must have left it somewhere he knew I would find it. I didn't even know he was alive. I hope he's okay. Can I tell you anything else? When we were kids, we had these wooden swords that we would spar with, playfully. We hadn't used them in years. When I found the note, it was attached to his wooden sword, which was stuck into the ground. He must have had it with him. Only he would know what that meant. That's how I know he wrote that letter. Can I tell you anything else?
No, ok.
Okay, please, hurry. If an attack is imminent, I'd rather it was prevented. A pleasure as always.
Ok, ok. Oh, pas mal le petit pont là-bas. Bonjour.
Amber Creek is named after the small stream it was built next to. This stream was, at the time, full of a rich mineral called amber. However, over the years the amber was all mined out. The creek slowly expanded, and eventually became a large river, like it is today. That amber fueled the growth of the town. Since then, we have adapted to make gold through other means. For some, trade, for others, farming. Then there are those who make gold through craft, like me with my smithing. But I owe it all to my father. He taught me everything I know. His father taught him, his father before, and so on. Our family has run this blacksmith since Amber Creek was founded. So, I fear I have no child to pass my knowledge on to, and I never will. Not after what happened to my wife. But I do have Machias. I don't think my father would mind that he isn't my son too much. It's about the knowledge, the craft, the skill. All that matters is that I teach someone. And one day, before I die, I'll craft my masterpiece. Just like my father did, even if it was taken from him. She was visiting Pine Lane when it was attacked. About 20 years back.
Oh merde.
She didn't make it. She was pregnant at the time. I've moved on, as she would have wanted me to. But I fear I'm too old to have kids now. Not that I could ever find another woman as beautiful and flawless as my Annalie. Yes. Many years ago, my father crafted a Jarl, Agnar's father, a great warhammer. Years later, when my father passed away, Agnar returned it to my family. We buried it with my father, in his honor. Any blacksmith should rest with the finest of his craft. But one day we found his grave dug up. The hammer was gone, stolen by someone. We had no evidence, but I know it was stolen by Garrett. His family was always jealous of mine. Last I heard, he was hiding out at the old Aspenfall Lodge, to the southeast in the Amber Hole. I haven't a clue if he's still there, but it's certainly worth a try. If you can find my father's hammer, I will be greatly appreciative.
Commencer l'artisan et son chef-d'œuvre. J'ai des questions sur votre père Ian.
All right, what is it you aim to know?
Ouais, ok, bon.
Very well. Good luck on your journey.
Yep, salut toi.
You saved my life. For that, I must repay. Take these. It's the least I can do.
Oh putain, tu fais chier avec tes bandes là.
Falskaar is a complex land. We've had a lot of war and death. Things have been pretty dark the last few years, but I think we'll pull through. After all, Olaf led our people through the treachery when we first arrived here. I'm sure Agnar will do the same for us now.
Vous faites quoi ici?
I help Rangar around the forge. I'm his apprentice. He hasn't had any children to pass the knowledge on to. I feel honored that he's accepted me to learn everything he knows. I work hard every day to practice the craft. He really does know a lot. Only that his family has been jealous of Rangar's for as long as any of us can remember. Instead of learning from Rangar and trying to improve his own skill, Garant simply pouts and gets jealous. Last I heard, he had left town, all too conveniently right before Rangar's father's masterpiece goes missing. What filth.
Ok,
Safe travels.
merci bien, tu es bien gentil. Salut toi.
What is it?
As-tu déjà vu un dragon? C'est qui m'a poussé?
A dragon? No. But if I ever do, I'll fight him and show him how tough I am. I wish they were real. That'd be so cool.
Eh oui,
Bye!
c'est ça. Ah, c'est toi qui m'a poussé hein.
These are for my hero.
Putain, je suis trop... Tiens, bouffez ça. Prenez ça. Ouais, j'en retrouvais bien. C'est comme ça. Putain, ça pesait lourd cette merde.
Je ne sais pas comment vous pouvez supporter toute cette lumière.
Mais attends, mais t'es pas allé te faire soigner toi ou c'est quoi le bordel?
Yes?
Attendez, mais... Elle était pas censée se faire soigner? Toi,
I've always wanted to go to Skyrim, but I really do like Falskaar.
Ouais, toi, on s'est pas vu.
Sorry, but I don't have my loot right now. If you ask me while I'm at the inn, I'd be happy to play something for you.
Ok.
I know plenty of songs. I wish I knew more though. The bards kind of died off a while ago. I've been trying to recollect their work for years. However, some of the pieces are harder to get to than others. Right now, I believe there's one in the ruins of Holmer called the Wandering Bard. I'd love to have it. If you have any spare time and could get it for me, I'll buy it off you. I'll pay good too.
Commencer les chants des morts. Putain, enfin quelque chose. Enfin, les bardes quoi. Il y avait quoi, 2, 3 quêtes pour la guilde des bardes. 3 quêtes qui duraient... Allez, si on additionne tout, il y en avait pour aller quoi, 1 heure, 1 heure et demie, c'est tout. Oh les mecs, c'est de la merde. C'est complètement de la merde, on est d'accord. Bon, je te rapporterai ta merde. Bon, là c'est quoi? Ça doit être l'auberge. Auberge de l'hydromel ambré. Et bah allons voir l'auberge. Puis ensuite, à mon avis, on aura fait le tour et on pourra commencer les petites quêtes. Ah, je sais pas combien de temps je joue. Ça doit faire bientôt 1 heure, un truc du genre. Oh, oh c'était